are most welcome to yet another bulletin of the FDTv news round. I am your news anchor, Isaac Wakalanga. Now, this week has had so many stories that have been bombshelling the media world and the entire world as well. Some of which include, of course, the members of parliament asking for that 200 million shillings for their cars. The other news, some of the students who had sat for their UAC results have a gleam of light on their faces. The results are out now. And some of the other stories, of course, internationally, the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, has come out to speak about the arrest of his former compatriot in the name of Jacob Zuma. Now, all this in details, let's look at the headlines. Firstly, UNEB has finally released the results for the UACE for the year 2020. I served the president in the State House, says General Lokech. Other public universities joined in the lot to slash their tuition fees structure. Now, this is the news in detail. Firstly, UNEB has finally released the results for the UACE students at an event presided over by the Honorable Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni, in an event at the State House in Entebbe, which was held on Friday. Take a look.
The chairperson of UNEB and your technical team, the medical...
Ma'am, on behalf of the chair of the board, Professor Opakol Mary, I would like to now request that you receive and release the results of the Uganda Certificate of Education National Examinations 2020. Thank you, Mama.
Now, Somalia, having been a nation earlier entangled in chaos and war, created a need for African leaders to create a troop which would protect the sovereignty of the nation. Now, amongst these troops were the UPDF, which were under the leadership and the commandship of Major General Lokech. Now, in one of his narrations, he says at one point in time, he had to protect the president by hiding him in underground bunkers to make sure that his safety was guaranteed for the sake of the nation. Take a look.
You can't even walk in the compound because you'll be shot at. So every time people are in the bunkers, they're down, including the president. The president came and asked me, take me away from here. And it was so touching when the president came to me and said, Paul, take me away from here. Around June, I think, we took over Bondere district. The whole of Bondere district was taken.
Now, moving on into the education industry. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many entities have been hit by this COVID-19 pandemic, among which are institutions of higher learning, like universities. Now, this has called for a restructuring of the fees system amongst these universities. Now, lately, some of the universities that have joined in the restructuring of this fees tuition include the Islamic University in Uganda and the Ndeje University, in which they have agreed with the board of the leadership of the universities to slash 20% of the functional fees. Now, some other fees have also been slashed, which you will see in the report on your screen. Take a look. Now, moving on to the international news. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has come out to give his account upon the arrest of his predecessor, Jacob Zuma. Now, he has come out to state that he hasn't had any conversation with the former president before and after his arrest. In this, he says this is because he has to respect the due course of law, and upon which he will come out to address the nation upon his opinion as to why the former president was arrested. Now, he has also come out to say that he's taking a look at his cabinet and he has plans of reshuffling it after a complete evaluation of their performance. Take a look.
No, I did not speak to former President Jacob Zuma before he handed himself over. We regarded that as a process that must be handled in the normal course. So there was really no need for that. And in any event, I am able to speak to former President Jacob Zuma anytime and in any way, but the occasion never presented itself then, and it didn't happen.
In the other international story, floods have continued to ravage many parts of the United States of America. For example, the Cedar City in Utah and some other parts of Louisiana. Now, these floods have also continued to hit other countries within Europe, inclusive of England, in the city of London. Now, many lives have been lost and property has also been destroyed, sadly. Take a look. Now, moving on to the sports news that made news in the week. Ugandan Olympian Julius Sechiteleko, who happened to represent the country at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, in the area of weightlifting, happened to flee camp and his whereabouts were not known for a number of days. Now, a few days ago, he happened to jet into the country, and upon his arrival at the Entebbe International Airport, he was immediately arrested by security officials. Thank you for joining me today on the Bulletin. I am Isaac Wakalanga. Now, feel free to subscribe on our YouTube channel on Faraja Television. Also, feel free to follow us on all our social media platforms, that is Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, don't forget to turn on that notification bell from all the information coming in from the Faraja Television store. Let me leave you with this. One man once said, never underestimate the power of opportunity. Every opportunity that you get, whether it be work, it be education, make sure that you put your mind and focus on it, because it's your next ladder to your greatest opportunity. Now, feel free to join me on the next Bulletin. It has been amazing having you with me on the show. Now, I want to say many thanks to the production team behind, that is Josh and the rest of the team. See you next time. Bye.